Good day, grade 8 students. So we are now in week 6, quarter 3 of Mathematics 8. So our topic for today is proving congruent triangles. So ngayon, we are going to formally prove on how two triangles are congruent. So last time, we illustrate the SAS, ASA, SAA, SAA congruence theorem, and triple S congruence theorem. Now, we have another four theorems mamaya that deals with right triangle. But before that, let us have the parts of right triangle. So we have here the acute angle. So dalawa yung acute angle. Sinabi kasi nating right triangle, that is a triangle that uh, has one right angle. Then we have here the legs and the hypotenuse, which is the longest side. So we are dealing today. We will also have LL congruence theorem, the LA congruence theorem, HL congruence theorem, and the HA congruence theorem. The LL congruence theorem means leg. The LA is leg angle. The leg acute angle. The HL is hypotenuse leg, and HA is hypotenuse acute angle. So let us have first the proof of LL congruence theorem. So we have here our figure na dalawang right triangle. Meron tayong given na BC is congruent to EF, AC is congruent to DF, and angle BCA and angle EFD are right angles. Okay. So meron po tayong congruent markings. Yan. So nandyan na rin yung congruent markings natin. Okay. So mga congruent natin is dalawang side, isang angle. So mamaya makikita natin sa proof. So we're going to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay. So first statement is BC is congruent to EF. The reason is the given. Yan. The second one, angle BCA and angle EFD are right angles. The next reason is given. Since they are both right angles, it follows that angle BCA is congruent to angle EFD. So the reason is all right angles are congruent, which is true. Lahat ng right angles ay congruent. Okay. Number 4, the next one, BC is congruent to EF. The reason is given. Yan, so nasa given siya. So ano yung mga nakita natin sa proof? Sa proof natin, meron tayong naging present na side, angle, and side. Okay? Kaya, sa number 5, we have oops. Ayun. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by SAS congruence postulate. So meaning to say, LL congruence theorem was proved by SAS congruence postulate. Okay. So let us state now the LL congruence theorem. Clear lang natin. So LL congruence theorem states that if the legs of one right triangle are congruent to the legs of another right triangles, then the two triangles are congruent. Next. Yan. Let us have the LA congruence theorem proof. So we have here the given BC is congruent to EF, angle B is congruent to angle E, should be angle E, hindi siya angle F. Angle B must be congruent to angle E. Yan. Angle B is congruent to angle E. Angle BCA and angle EFD are right angles. So we're going to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay. So let's continue. Wait lang, hintayin natin. Hintayin natin ang aking presentation. So ano yung first statement natin dito? Angle B is congruent to angle E. So that is given. B angle E dapat to. Angle B is congruent to angle E. Yan. Then, ano to? Next, BC is congruent to EF given. Angle BCA and angle EFD are right angles given. So angle BCA is congruent to angle EFD. All right angles are congruent. So we have now triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by ASA congruence postulate. So we have here, ito yung angle, ito yung side, at ito yung angle. So sa parts natin, ito rin, angle, side angle. So ito, angle, side angle. So talagang ASA congruence theorem yung magpo-prove ng LA. Okay, next. Let us state the LA congruence theorem that was proved by ASA congruence theorem. So we have LA congruence theorem states that if the leg and an acute angle of one right triangle are congruent to the leg and an acute angle of another triangles, then the two triangles are congruent. Now, let us have the proof of HL congruence theorem. So we have given AB is congruent to DE and AC is congruent to DF. So we're going to prove now that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So let's have proof. Number 1, AB is congruent to DE given. AC is congruent to DF given. AB squared equals BC squared plus AC squared, and DE squared equals EF squared plus DF squared. The reason is the Pythagorean theorem. Notice that AB is the longest side, the hypotenuse. Ito, wait lang. This is the hypotenuse. Yan. And this is the legs, BC and AC. So yun yung Pythagorean theorem. The square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares of the legs. Okay. Next. The fourth one is AB squared equals EF squared plus AC squared. The reason is substitution. We are going to substitute EF into BC. So BC now, si BC sa equation 1 ay naging EF. Reason is substitution. Number 5, BC squared plus AC squared equals EF squared plus DF squared. Transitive property of equality. Notice that BC squared and AC squared is equivalent to AB. Wait lang. Annotate tayo para makita. The whole thing here, ito ay si AB. At ito ay si DE. DE squared. Yan. So that is transitive property of equality. Next, let us continue. BC squared equals EF squared. That is addition property of equality. So paano po nangyari yan? Addition property of equality. So galing kasi siya sa statement number 2. Kumuha tayo ng concept dito sa statement number 2. From statement number 2, we all know that AC is congruent to DF. So by addition property of equality, pwede tayo mag-add ng negative AC squared at saka negative DF squared plus negative DF. sa kabila. Plus negative DF squared. So, mawakancel to, mawawala to. Kaya ang matitira is si B squared equals EF squared. Okay. So, bakit siya na nawala? Kasi galing tayo sa concept, yung AC squared, ginamit kasi natin yung AC is congruent to DF. Dahil congruent naman siya, pwede natin siyang gamitin para ma-reduce yung ating equation. That will turns out into BC squared equals EF squared. Okay, next. Number 7, BC is equal to EF. That is square root of both sides. So we take the square root of BC squared and EF squared. Next. BC is congruent to EF. Transitive property of congruence. And the last one, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by SSS congruence postulate. So lahat ng proof natin ay tungkol sa sides, wala tayong angle. Therefore, HL congruence theorem was proved by SSS congruence postulate. So let us state HL congruence theorem. If the hypotenuse and leg of one right triangle are congruent to the hypotenuse and leg of another right triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Let us have now the proof of HA congruence theorem. So we have here the given AB is congruent to DE, angle A is congruent to angle D, angle BCA, and angle EFD are right angles. So we're going to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So reasons, number 1, AB is congruent to DE given angle A is congruent to angle D given number 3, angle BCA and angle EFD are right angles given. Number 4, angle BCA is congruent to angle EFD. The reason is all right angles are congruent. So, pansinin niyo yung mga proof natin. Yung mga kasunod nating proof, nanggaling siya dun sa mga naunang proof. So, yung mga proof natin, lagi tayo nag-uumpisa sa given kasi ito yung established na. Ito yung sure na postulate. So katulad nito si number 4, bakit tayo nagkaroon ng congruent? Galing kasi siya kay number 3 na si angle BCA at si angle EFDI right angles. Okay? So reason all right angles are congruent. Okay, so meron tayong side, angle, and angle. So ang side ay number 1, number 2, ang number 2 is angle, and number 4 is angle. So number 5 is triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So reason, SAA congruence theorem. Okay. For HA congruence theorem, if the hypotenuse and an acute angle of one triangle are congruent to the hypotenuse and an acute angle of another right triangles, then the two triangles are congruent. Now, let us have our first example. So, meron tayong given, may congruent marking siya. So, kung ano yung congruent markings, usually yun po ang nakalagay sa given. So, halimbawa, AB is congruent to DB. AC is congruent to BC. Triangle ABC and triangle DBC are right triangles. So prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. So let's have our first statement. Number 1, AB is congruent to DB given. Lagi nating isusulat yung given kasi po, yun yung mga bagay, yun yung statement na established na. We don't need to prove kasi nakalagay na. Next, so that is side. The second one, AC is congruent to DC given. Okay, so side uli. Number 3, BC is congruent to BC, reflexive property of congruence. Okay, si BC po kasi, si side BC ay parehas present sa triangle ABC at sa triangle DBC. Okay? Yan. Kaya siya reflexive property of congruence. So therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by SSS congruence postulate. Now, hindi lang yan yung way para ma-prove natin na ito ay congruent. Since makikita nyo sa given na sinabi niya na ito ay right triangle, meron pang isang way para ma-prove natin na ito ay congruent, which is the next one. Okay, so the next one, we still have the same given, the same figure, the same triangles to prove. So, umpisa natin sa statement. For number 1, we have side AB is congruent to side DB given. So that is H, the hypotenuse. Yan, yung nakalihis na nakalihis na part ng triangle, that is hypotenuse. We have AC is congruent to DC, which is also given. So that is the leg of the right triangle. So number 3, ABC is congruent to DBC by HL congruence theorem. So sa first one, pwede pala siyang i-prove by SSS and then ito by HL congruence theorem. Good. The second one, we have BC bisects angle ABD. And BC is perpendicular to AD at C. Prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. So we have here the statement number 1. Syempre given, yan yung nandyan eh. So BC bisects angle ABD given. So ano ang nagiging result after ma-bisect ang isang angle? Meron tayong congruent angles, which are angle ABC is congruent to angle DBC. Reason, definition of angle bisector. Saan natin nakuha yung reason na yon? Kasi sinabi niya sa number 1 na bisect. So sa lahat ng mga postulate, at pag nag-bisect ka ng angle, yun na yun, definition of angle bisector. Okay, so that is the angle. Number 3, BC is congruent to BC, reflexive property of congruence. So that is the side. Number 4, BC is perpendicular to AD at C. So ano nangyayari kapag perpendicular? Okay, so meron tayong next na statement dahil may perpendicular, meron kang perpendicularity or meron kang, yan, dahil meron tayong perpendicular, ano nangyari? Angle BCA and angle BCD form right angles. So, reason, definition of perpendicular line segment. Saan natin nakuha yan? Galing yan sa number 4. Galing yung clue sa number 4 because of the perpendicularity. So, definition of perpendicular line segment, dahil doon nagkaroon po ng right angles. Next, so that is angle. So, number 6, angle BCA is congruent to angle BCD. All right angles are congruent. So number 7, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by ASA congruence postulate. So angle, side, and angle. Okay. So pwede rin, along the way na nagpo-prove kayo, pwede nyo na sa figure pa lang makikita na natin eh. Let's say for example ito. Dito. So dahil na bisect siya, so yan, congruent. Tapos ito, right? Tapos itong dalawang to. So meron kang angle, side angle. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, sige, statement pampahaba. Hindi. Yan. So, ito kasi yung mas formal na pagpo-prove. Naka 2-column proof. Pwede rin ang paragraph. Okay, si statement, para din siyang paragraph, pero naka-numbering. Yan, naka 2-column proof. Okay, next. Yan. Second example, we are going to use the same triangle, the same given, tsaka same triangles that we are going to prove. Ang pinagkaiba nito si number 1 po kanina, kapag binalikan nyo, binention niya na right triangle na yung mga triangles. Pero dito, in order for us to use the right triangle congruence, kailangan nating i-establish sa proof natin na mayroong right triangle. Okay, so ibig sabihin, hindi ka makakadiretso sa HL, doon sa 4 na binanggit natin. Okay, so first statement, BC perpendicular to AD at C. The reason is given. Number 2, angle BCA and angle BCD form right angles. Reason, definition of perpendicular line segment. Number 3, triangle BCA and triangle BCD are right triangles. Definition of right triangle. Kapag na-establish mo sa proof mo na meron ka ng right triangle, that's the time na magagamit mo lang yung 4. Okay. Hindi katulad nung naunang 4, yung 3 letter. You don't have to specify what kind of triangle is this. Pero ito, kapag ginamit mo yung 2 letters lang na congruence theorem, okay, kailangan mo siyang i-establish na right triangle siya kung wala siya sa given. So dahil dyan, pwede na nating idiretso dun sa pinaka-proof. BC is congruent to BC, which is reflexive property of congruence. Then BC bisects angle ABD given. So ang leg po ay yung number 4. Number 4 is the leg. Number 6, ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. Definition of angle bisector coming from statement number 5. Dahil meron tayong bisect, nagkaroon tayo ng congruent angle sa number 6. So reason, definition of angle bisector. The number 7, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by LA congruence theorem. So yung A po is sa number 6. So meron tayong leg at saka acute angle. Yan. So the second example was proved also by LA congruence theorem. So aside from ASA congruence postulate, pwede rin siya sa LA congruence theorem. Depende sa given yan. Okay, number 3. C is the midpoint of AD. Angle BCA and angle BCD are right angles. So prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. Kung mapapansin niyo po sa mga examples ko, iisang figure ang ginagamit ko, nag-iiba lang ng given. Okay? So, para masanay tayo na mag-identify ng mga congruence theorem. Okay? So pagka marunong ka sa basic, for sure, masusundan mo rin kahit gaano kahirap yung mga susunod na examples or kung may makikita kang mga examples sa book. Okay, let's have the proof. So first statement, C is the midpoint of AD, the reason is given. Okay, so siya ay side. So dahil meron tayong midpoint, ibig sabihin ng midpoint, ito yung point na naghahati, nagdi-divide sa line segment into 2 congruent parts. So, dahil si C ay midpoint, sa second statement we have now, AC is congruent to DC. So, definition of midpoint. Then after that, angle BCA and angle BCD are right angles. The reason is given. So dahil meron tayong right angles, it follows angle BCA is congruent to angle BCD. All right angles are congruent. So that is A. The number 5, BC is congruent to BC. That is reflexive property of congruence. Okay, so along the way in our proof, we have side, angle, and side. Okay. So ano lang yung mga binabantayan nating statement? Yung mga congruent na statements. Yun ang magde-determine sa triangle kung anong theorem ang ginamit niya. Okay. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by SAS congruence postulate. Now, let's have the other way on how to prove this figure. So we're still using the same figure, the same given, and the same triangles that we are going to prove. Now, notice that in our given, hindi natin nabanggit na ito ay right triangle. Kaya meron siyang note dyan na we need to establish that there is a right triangle. So let us have our first statement. Angle BCA and angle BCD are right angles. Given. Okay, nasa given kasi. So dahil right angle siya, angle BCA is congruent to angle BCD. All right angles are congruent. Then the next one, dito natin sasabihin na mayroong right triangle. So triangle ABC and triangle DBC are right triangles. Definition of right triangle. So we have now number 4. So statements 1 to 3, in our proof, we already established that there is a right triangle. So we're going now to proceed doon sa pinaka-proof natin. So we have number 4, C is the midpoint of AD given. So dahil meron tayong midpoint, sa number 5, nagkaroon tayo ng AC is congruent to CD, which is definition of midpoint. Sa number 6, we have BC is congruent to BC by reflexive property of congruence. So, in our proof, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by LL congruence theorem. Okay, so let's have another example. Angle A is congruent to angle D, AB is congruent to DB, BC is perpendicular to AD at C, then triangle ABC and triangle DBC are right triangles. So we're going to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC. Okay, so let's have number 1. AB is congruent to BD. So that is given. And so we have angle A. Angle A is congruent to angle D given. Then next, BC is perpendicular to AD at C given. The number 4, angle BCA and angle BCD form right angles. Definition of perpendicular line segment. Okay. Dahil meron tayong perpendicular lines kanina, perpendicular at nagkaroon tayo ng right angles, then all right angles are congruent in number 5. So we have angle BCA is congruent to angle BCD. So in our proof, we have side, angle, and angle. So we have now number 6, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by SAA congruence theorem. Let us have the same given, the same figure, and the same triangles that we are going to prove. Since in our given, it is already mentioned na ang figure natin ay right triangles, we can go directly to the right triangle congruence theorem. So for number 1, we have AB is congruent to DB. The reason is given. So we have now H. Yan, so H siya. Then number 2, angle A is congruent to angle D. The reason is given. Yan. So that is the acute angle. So number 3, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by HA congruence theorem. Okay. Now, let us have the last one. So we have here a given AB is parallel. Yan, parallel yan. Dalawang line na yan, parallel. Tapos tingnan niyo po sa figure, para siyang merong arrow. So pag first pair ng parallel side, isang arrow. Pag dalawang pair, pag dalawang arrow, second pair siya, ibig sabihin. Halimbawa to. Yan. Pag meron pang isang arrow dyan, ibig sabihin that is a second pair. Pero dahil first pair naman siya, sobrahin natin. Pinakita ko lang. Yan. So C is the midpoint of BE and AD. We're going to prove that triangle BAC is congruent to triangle EDC. So let us have our first statement. AB is parallel to DE. The reason is given. Angle BAC is congruent to angle EDC. Reason, alternate interior angles theorem. Bakit ako nagkaroon ng ganitong reason? Just because sinabi ko kanina sa given na parallel. So magre-recall tayo ng mga possible na postulates or possible na theorem na related sa parallel lines. So kung i-extend po natin tong figure na to, meron po tayong alternate interior angles which is ito at saka ito. Ito yung transversal pag in-extend natin, tama? That's why we have angle BAC, the angle BAC is congruent to angle EDC, this one, by means of alternate interior angles theorem. Yan. Pa-screenshot na lang po kasi kailangan ko ng burahin. Okay, next. Number 3. Oops. Number 3. C is a midpoint of BE and AD. The reason is given. AC is congruent to DC definition of midpoint. Okay, so kung feeling mo nalo-lost ka, yan, mag-annotate tayo. Ano na yung mga congruency natin kanina? Ito, tsaka ito, tapos ito, at tsaka ito. So, meron na tayong A at tsaka S. Tama? So, ano na yung kasunod? Yung A na lang. Tama? Kasi wala naman tayong ASS di ba? Kaya meron lang tayo ASA. So, ano yung isang angle na natitira? So, natitira na lang is yung nandito. Okay. So, anong klaseng angle yung mga nandito? So, as you can see, yung dalawang angle para silang magkatalikuran. Okay. Yun lang yung palatandaan ko. But angle BCA and angle DCE are vertical angles. Okay, burahin natin. Oops. So angle BCA is congruent to angle ECD. The reason, vertical angles theorem. So in vertical angles, whenever we have vertical angles, they are always congruent. Equal sila. Yan. For number 6, triangle BAC is congruent to triangle EDC. Reason, ASA congruence postulate. Okay. So, this will be the end of this video lesson. In fact, meron akong activity, kaya lang hindi ko na po binigay. Okay. So, let us keep in mind where these triangle congruence theorems or postulate. Okay, so for triangle congruence theorems, we have SAS congruence postulate, ASA congruence postulate, SSS congruence postulate, SAA congruence theorem. For right triangles, we have LL congruence theorem, HL congruence theorem, and LA congruence theorem, and HA congruence theorem. Okay, so this will be the end of our session. If you have question, you may put it in our comment section. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.